If you had to pick 7 emojis that represent health, according to you, which 7 emojis would you pick? I'm serious. Which 7 emojis would you pick? You can share them below. I would love to see which ones you would pick. I ask because today I saw what the iPhone, I have an iPhone, what the iPhone picks as the images that represent health. And I saw this because I was sending my friend a message, just have a nice day, a sweet message, and I wanted to attach some fun emojis that felt like health, according to me, of course. I'm the sender of the message. So I went to my keyboard and I went to my emoji keyboard and I typed in health and I saw what popped up. This is what popped up. These images of a hospital, an x-ray, a stethoscope, a doctor in a white lab coat with a stethoscope. I think that's an EMT hat, correct me if I'm wrong. The little symbol with that represents medicine and a person in a mask. And I went, what is that? What is that? I was actually shocked at first. And because what I was expecting based on my lens and my beliefs currently, I was expecting a little sunshine emoji, a little green plant. I was kind of expecting a yogi. I don't do yoga, but that's what I was expecting would pop up. Maybe a runner. I don't run, I used to. But I was kind of expecting that to be the image that iPhone decided was health. But instead it's all these very medical images. And it got me to thinking a few things, as I do on this subject. One, it's actually not surprising that this programming developed for the public. So many people use iPhones. Decided these images represent health. That's actually not surprising. That's kind of what we're taught, what we're fed, what we learn in school growing up, what we learn in college, what we learn from TV, movies, the internet, YouTube, commercials. A lot of it does align with these images. So it kind of didn't surprise me, but for a second it did. And I realized that we can think differently and have different beliefs than other people. And it's almost like a different reality. I feel like I live in a different reality sometimes than those images or people who believe those images only. Not that there's anything wrong with it. We all get to decide what is health for us. But it got me thinking. Where else do we learn that images like this are what equates to health? Where do we learn this? Many of us learn it in the public school system from K through 12 or at public university. We learn it from TV, we learn it from movies, we learn it from the internet, from the news, from commercials, from our peers, from our job, whatever that may be. It's kind of fed to us in that way. And you might be thinking, girl, get a grip. It's emojis. It's not that serious. And maybe that's true, but it still got me thinking, where do these images pop up kind of at default, as a default, as what health is? And we are taught to accept it or believe it or not question it, not believe that health can be something completely different than that. You know what I mean? And it's not to criticize anyone who picks those images as health, but rather to ask, what does health look like to you? What does health look like to me? Are you living that? Are you embracing that? Am I? And I bring it up to say, not to say what anyone should do, believe, think. No, this is not advice. This is not me telling you what to think. But perhaps to say you're allowed to question what is shown to us as health in any format. At school, at work, on TV, in movies, on our emoji keyboard. You're allowed to question it. You're allowed to wonder and decide for yourself. What does health look like to me? What makes me feel healthy? What images represent health to me, even in the form of an emoji? It's kind of a fun, interesting question. And we can see that everyone has a different perspective. You know, we all come from different places with different backgrounds and understandings and educations. Is it one thing? Is health one thing? I just thought that was interesting. Where are we taught that these things equate to health? These images that popped up on the iPhone. But what does health really mean to you? Please share with me what images you would pick if you feel comfortable. I'll share mine below.